These are brand new from DEWALT. These are the Jobsite Pro 2 wireless earbuds. And there's one thing that really drew me to these, and that is the active noise cancellation. So not just a noise reduction, which it does have a noise reduction rating of like, I think 38 or 39 decibels, which means it will literally, by using these like ear protection, it will bring down the decibel from, let's say if there's 100, it will bring that down to 61, 62. So 38, 39, a decibel reduction. But what I'm talking about is the actual active noise cancellation. That's the reason that I have these here. These are the Apple AirPod Pros, which, by the way, not just the regular AirPods, but the AirPod Pros have active noise cancellation. And one of the main reasons I have these is airplanes. Airplanes and phone calls in loud places. But literally, it will cancel out the noise, and most earbuds will not do that. However, for a lot cheaper, now DEWALT has active noise cancellation built into their earbuds. Now let's open this up and see what we get here in the package. By the way, you'll find out as I am. Looks like a couple of boxes in there. Ear fins. Okay, that should be the little kick outs or kind of kickstand looking things that you can, I'm assuming you can add or not add. And then ear cushions as well. So, and by the way, talking about ear cushions, you see we've got sizes here. Silicones, memory foam. Typically, I like a memory foam, but silicone sometimes has a better fit, just depending on which manufacturer. But anyway, so we have small, medium, large, and small on here, which tells me we must have mediums that are actually on the earbuds. Make sure you're getting an ear cushion that actually fits the canal of your ear. If you're not, when you're listening to earbuds, it really uses a lot of that pressure in there, and it needs sealed pressure in order to give you the sound quality that you're looking for, especially when it comes to the bass. So if it sounds a little high or you're not getting any lows, it may be that you're not sealing the actual ear cushions in your ear canal. So those are the additional cushions. I guess we could have opened up the earbuds first, but anyway. Yeah, so these are the fins that looks like you can add if you want to. If the buds feel like that they're kind of loose in your ear and aren't stable, you can add these. I don't like them on there if I don't have to, typically on most others. But these seem pretty soft, so it may be pretty easy to wear these. But you can put these on in addition to the actual ear cushions or the ear cushions, and wear both of them or wear just the cushions. Looks like this is probably a bag. Yeah, so it looks like a bag. We can put all this in if we want to. And we have the case here. Let's see what else is in here before you open up the case. Instruction manual. We don't need those where we're going. And then USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Okay, so no power puck. Pretty typical nowadays. So that tells me that obviously we're charging with USB-C. Should be nothing else nowadays. Anyway, cool case. Looks like we have a charging port right here on the front of the case. Flip that open. That's pretty stiff. Not a big deal, but it's kind of a pain to get to. It does have a little tab there, and that seals up pretty well as well, which, by the way, this is IP54 rated, both the case and the earbuds. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so this slides open. Also have a loop here, so if you wanted to hook a carabiner or lanyard or something like that, you could definitely do so. And then I guess this could hold all your ear cushions and then put this inside there. This slides open. Oh, wow, okay. So when we slide that open, those white lights there are telling us the charge status of the actual case. And you can see, may not look too bright. Now they're out, but when I open it up, now they're actually shining. So it looks like it's fully charged. So we have a fully charged case, which, by the way, they're saying that the earbuds with the case, you'll get up to 40 hours of runtime. The earbuds themselves will give you 10 hours of runtime. So it seems that there must be 3 charges in the case. So once you have everything charged, and by the way, if you charge it up right here with the earbuds in there, it's going to charge the earbuds. It's also going to charge the case, and that's going to give you 40 hours. So it must be 10 hours on the buds themselves, and then 3 more charges when you return them here to the case. And it is pretty cool because these are magnetic. They'll kind of fall into place like that and automatically start charging. You see there are 2 little brass probes right there and 2 little brass spots right there. And again, they just kind of fall into place and start charging. You see a little red light on there that will show that it's charging. This little button right here is a reset button for the Bluetooth. So if for some reason it starts not working with your phone or something like that, put them back in the case, long press that button, and it will go back into reset mode. As I mentioned, the case is IP54 rated for water and sweat resistance or water and dust resistance, as well as the earbuds themselves are IP54 rated also. Now, to be IP54 rated for the case, it does need to be closed. With it open, it doesn't meet that rating, but with it closed, it does. But again, the earbuds themselves, even out of the case, are going to be IP54 rated. So if you have them in your ears, you're under a little rain or getting a little mist, something like that, you're not going to have to worry about it. It will work just fine. Now, a couple of cool things about these earbuds is you can kind of see there's a button right here. It looks like we got kind of a tractor wheel or a tire right there. And those things are movable. So we can push the button to do things, as well as we can turn this, and this is your volume. And my understanding is we can do that from either ear. So I can turn up the volume, turn down the volume from either ear, doesn't matter. You know, I can reach up and turn that. Kind of like that, you know, it's not just a, a sensor or something where you're, rubbing your finger on it. I know, again, my AirPod Pros, sometimes that those sensors work, sometimes they do not. But something like this where you literally know that you're turning something kind of gives you a more affirmative feel, if you will, that you're actually doing something and knowing how much you're moving that. We'll take a look on the phone here in a moment to make sure that they're working properly. But the buttons here will bounce you, depending on which one. The right's going to do something different than the left, but it's going to bounce you between like EQ modes, where you can actually bounce between music, bass, podcast, and movie. So different presets, EQs built into the earphones. And then on the other side, you can actually bounce between active noise cancellation, transparency mode. So depending on how much you want to actually cancel out the noise, or if you want to hear everything that's going on around you. Pretty cool looking design, like the logo right there on both of the earbuds. And again, the memory foam tip there, which, by the way, if you have the memory foams in and you're just trying to shove them in your ear, don't do that. Go ahead and compress them just a little bit like that. That's what they're built to do. And then push it in your ear, kind of hold it in there, not push it in tight, but hold it in there and let that foam expand. That's what the memory foam is supposed to do. Now, silicone you can just push in and it should be just fine, should seal okay. But if you want to use the memory foam and you want kind of the best performance, if you will, crush that memory foam, kind of crush it in a full circle, and then hold that in your ear and let it expand in your ear canal, and then you'll get a very good seal on it. Something else these have are smart ear sensors. And a lot of your higher end earbuds will do this. In other words, if you're listening to music, you've got these in your ears, and you pull them out, it will automatically stop the music from playing because it knows, hey, wait a second, these were both in your ears, now you've pulled one out, and I'm going to stop the music. So the ear sensor is going to recognize when you actually have these in and when you don't. Now let's go ahead. We've got these out of the case. Let's see if we can pull up the Bluetooth here. I believe it should say DEWALT, there you go, DEWALT TWS Pro. And it looks like we're connected right there. So let's get these in our ear. And by the way, right here on the earbuds, they're also labeled with right, R, and left, L, right there. And let's get these in. Okay, so I'm turning up the music, and you see there on my phone. So I'm using the dials on the earbuds and it's actually turning that down. Well, that is really easy to use. Right now, it sounds like I'm in active noise cancellation because I'm not really hearing any outside world. Yeah, so now just long press on the right earbud, and now I'm in transparency mode. So now I'm hearing everything from the outside world and hearing my music still. Long press again. Now noise cancellation is on. Long press again. Now noise cancellation is off. So now what it's doing is not actually actively canceling noise. I am getting the hearing protection from the actual foam, but it's not creating all the other active combating of the other frequencies. And long press again, I'm back into transparency mode. So it sounds like we have three different modes: noise cancellation mode on, noise cancellation mode off, and then transparency mode, which lets you hear everything from the outside world. I can hear that no problem at all, but I'm still hearing the music in there as well. So now if I long press on the left ear, it goes to movie mode. Long press again. I go into super bass mode. Definitely tell a difference in the super bass mode. Go into music mode, and the next one should be podcast mode. Yeah, so the next one goes into podcast mode. So listening to talk radio, things like that, then you can go into podcast mode, or if you want to go into movie mode or bass mode. So all that's done right there from the left ear and long pressing the middle button on the earbuds. Now also, if I get a phone call coming in, I can also just single press the button and it will actually pick up the phone call, pause the music, and I can just carry on with the conversation. And then once it hangs up, it'll go right back to playing my music. So just a quick press stops the music or answers a phone call. And that's from either ear. Something else I was interested in is being able to actively turn up the volume from my Apple Watch and make sure that it goes through to my earbuds. And that is the case. So right here from my watch, I can turn the dial, raise the music in my ears, or being able to turn it down. So no problem with using it from the phone, from the earbuds, or actually from the watch as well. I'm sure probably Android watches should be the same way. And so I wanted to test. So right now we have music playing. I'm going to pull one out of my ear. Okay, so it seems like I had to pull both out. Let me see if I can put one back in. Yep, so putting one back in allowed that to keep playing. Let me put the other one back in. Okay, now it's playing. Let me try that again. I'm going to pull the left one out. Okay, now it actually stopped it. So I wonder if it's just the left is dominant. But let me try that again. Back in my ear, it automatically started playing. Right went out of my ear. Okay, must not have just kind of been able to sense that, or maybe I was actually touching wherever the sensor is. I don't know. But it looks like either one pulled out will actually shut the sound off. And then, yeah, put one back in and it starts it back up. I like that too. Sometimes I'll be wearing both earbuds and I'll pull one out to do something. I like the fact that it'll actually start playing again when I put one back in. Yeah, again, pull one out, it shuts it off. Pull the second out, still shut off. But now if I just put one back in, it starts right back up. I do like that. I like that it has some intelligence built into it on either or both of these, and it doesn't require just one, or it doesn't require that a specific one be in, and it looks like that either one can pull out, shut it off, but once you pull both out and put one back in, it will start the music once again. So I do like that. And let's get these back into the case. Again, you see they just kind of fall right into place with those magnets. And close this up. And we'll go ahead and hook up our USB Type-C cable. Bring over our favorite battery charger there. And start charging that. It looks like we're full anyway, but still, so we can charge this from a USB Type-C port, or from a power block, or from another battery. However you want to do that, the USB Type-C cable comes with it, just no power supply or power block. Again, I can't stress enough, make sure you're wearing and fitting these ear cushions in properly, and you're going to get a much better sound experience. And that goes for any earbuds whatsoever, a good fit of those is going to go a long way. And as I mentioned, I do like the foam cushions. Some people don't, but it definitely expands in and covers all those areas, especially if you got a kind of a funky ear canal. And one of the best things about these is the fact that these are only $130. Yeah, $129, and you can find them on Amazon. I love the handy little case. It's kind of bulky. At the same time, it's not that bulky. I like the fact that it's also IP54 rated in the case, so seems pretty handy. As I mentioned, you know, I paid like $250 or $300 for these Apple AirPod Pros to get active noise cancellation. So the fact that we have it in these, and these are only $130, so basically half the price, that seems like a deal. So again, you can find these on Amazon. We'll have a link if you're interested in them, so definitely check them out. Also 40 hours of runtime if you have the case available and the earbuds. That's a lot of runtime. That's pretty much a full work week, right? Or for 10-hour days anyway. So plenty of runtime to last you several songs or several albums. So check them out from the DEWALT. Again, it's the Jobsite Pro X2 wireless earbuds.